Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm doing a bag review, and I want to start off by prefacing this video and saying that this bag that I'm reviewing today doesn't appear to be the most popular of bags. It's actually quite a Marmite bag based on what I post on my Instagram. I kind of put up a picture and asked if people liked it, and it seems to be quite Marmite, but I love it and that's what matters. And I just think if there's ever a bag that you're in the position to buy and you love it, and perhaps, you know, it's not like the it bag, or it's not like a really popular classic bag, if you're drawn to it, don't be afraid to go for it, because I've actually found this has probably been my most worn bag ever. Like, I've not taken it off since I bought it. So the bag in question today is the Gucci Jackie 1961 bag in mini size, and she's in here. She's in this bag here, and I actually got this bag in a very not me print. I tend to go for basically black or really classic monogram bags, but this one, for some reason, I was just really drawn to it. So I'm going to show you what she looks like, and then we're going to get into just talking about the bag, the functionality, things I like, things I don't like. So here she is. So this is the mini Jackie 1961 in denim with brown trim leather and then the gold hardware clasp. And I just think this is such a fun take on a classic, really like old school bag. This bag has been around for like almost, I think, 50 years. I found some official information about the bag, which I think is always good to be aware of the history of a bag, especially when buying into like a re-edition of a bag, just because it's nice to know why it's stood the test of time. Is it the shape? Is it the practicality of it? I think for this one it's definitely the shape. This they call it kind of the hobo style, not a word that I particularly like to use, but that is what they call it. Or also they do call it the half crescent moon shape as well. But the reason this bag is called what it is, so it was actually initially launched in the 1950s and it was called the Constance bag, but then in the early 60s Jacqueline Kennedy was seen using this bag to shield herself from the paparazzi, and as a result it was then renamed the Jackie O bag. I thought that was rather nice. So this bag is now referred to as the Jackie 1961 bag. It comes in loads of different sizes and loads of different finishes. Like, I've never seen a bag, to my knowledge, maybe apart from the Lady Dior, that comes in so many variations. So yes, let's get into the bag, where I bought it, etc. I initially saw this bag when I was walking through the Selfridges in Manchester, and I immediately loved it. And it's, as I say, it's not a me bag at all, and I was surprised that I liked it so much. The price for this bag is a lot, particularly because it's not all made out of leather. It was well over the 1,000 mark, which I think for a bag of this size, I mean, look at it, my head compared to this bag, it's not a big, I mean, it's tiny, it's a tiny bag, and we'll get onto the size and what you can fit into it later on. But I would say for the price firsthand, I just wasn't going to buy it. I then I still was thinking about this bag for a couple of months, and it cropped up on a Preloved Instagram page that I follow, and I will tag them down below. They're called Resole Sale, and they always have some really cool bags on there. And it was 50% of the recommended retail price. And I was like, okay, this is a sign, I'm gonna buy it. So I did buy it, and I got 50% off. It came with the original dust bag. It also came with a third-party authentication report, so I felt in safe hands. I'd actually previously bought things from this particular page, so I did feel safe spending this amount of money on the pre-loved market. Always do your research, always, you know, go for that third-party authentication if you can, just especially when you're buying something of a high value. I would definitely recommend doing your due diligence. So the bag arrived, and I loved it just as much as the first time I'd seen it. I've worn it so much. Now, one of the things that I was concerned about was, is this bag actually going to go with outfits? What I found is, because it's denim, and you know how people say that like blue denim pretty much goes with everything, I genuinely believe that this bag goes with like 90% of my outfits. I'm going to insert some pictures here. I've worn this bag to so many different types of occasions. I went to the races, I wore it there, which is quite, you know, like a fancy event. I've worn it really casually with like a t-shirt and a blazer. I'll pop in a photo. And even like with something like this is just a secondhand shirt. Like it goes, it looks cool. So I'm really, really happy with just how versatile I'm finding this bag to be. The brown gives it that classic touch. It makes it feel a little bit more traditional, whereas the denim, I feel, gives it something a bit more edgy, a bit different, a bit of a talking piece. And yeah, I think I surprised actually a couple of my friends and family, because I think on the image online it didn't quite do it justice, but when you're actually seeing it in real life, I think it really does. It really is very, very sweet and a bit different, really. So let's talk about practicality. So the first thing to mention, so this bag, it is a crossbody bag, but what's really cool and what I haven't seen before actually on a bag is you can remove this strap entirely, and it does up like a belt. It fastens like a belt here. You can actually remove this entirely and turn it into a mini top handle. So let me just show you this bag firstly crossbody so you can see. It's got 3 buckle holes here, so you can have it different lengths. I'm only 5 foot, so I've got it on the shortest, and it comes up to, that's my waist here, it comes up to just that perfect spot. Can you see that? I think it comes just to that perfect spot there. And I'm also going to show you how the bag works when you're just having it as a little top handle, which is also extremely, extremely cute. So you just take these out like that, just like a belt. So that's the first one undone. Like that. You then take off the other part, and then you're left with the longer side and then a buckle, and then at this point you can turn it into the most adorable top handle bag. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? And then you've got this bit here which you can just pop in a dust bag and keep it nice and safe. Absolutely love it. I've mostly been wearing it crossbody because I've been wearing it around London and to events, but I think if I were to go to, like, I don't know, a summer party or something like that, I would definitely wear it like this. I think it's really, really adorable. So let's talk about security. Now, I'm actually quite funny with bags. I do prefer a bag with a zip. This bag, I'd say if there's one thing that it's not that I dislike it. I think if there's one thing that I would change about it, it would be I'd add some kind of form of zip, because the only thing that you have in between somebody pickpocketing your bag is this tiny little leather strap on top, which just folds over and clasps inside this here. And it's actually a really, really cool clasp, which I do like. So it's got a push button here which releases it and clips it in. So a bit like a seat belt, like that. And you press it and it opens up. So that bit is secure, but in terms of you know, like the gap in between here, it can leave your possessions a little bit exposed. But I find, because what I do is I put my phone in it, my phone wouldn't easily come out of this because it is such a tight squeeze. So let's talk about what you can fit in this bag. This bag's small, okay? You can't fit a lot in this bag. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. What do I fit in this bag on a daily basis? I can put 2 phones, 2 iPhones in here quite easily. I'll show you. Also my cards, a lipstick, some keys, and maybe like a mirror or something else. That's pretty much all you'll fit in there, because it is, again, it's a mini bag. If you were looking for something that would fit more, you could go for the next size up, but I just don't think it's got that same cuteness to it, which is why I really liked the little mini one. And I have used this as like a full day bag, so it really depends on your lifestyle and what you need to carry around. For me, I'll have this with all my bits in, and then I'll have a bottle of water, which I'll hold separately anyway. I don't tend to put my bottles of water in my handbags. So that's just me. So that's practicality. It has got also a little pocket on the inside, which is where you could put something like some cards. I actually use that for change or for like tweezers. I hate leaving the house without tweezers. So that is the kind of functionality and what it fits inside. My overall thoughts on this bag, I bloody love it. I actually want to get it in other colours. Would I pay the first-hand price for it? No, I would not. Would I pay the first-hand price for the full leather version? Probably. But I think for anything that's like canvas, denim, nylon, I just don't feel like the prices in the thousands can warrant that unless they've got something ridiculous like the completely limited edition or something like that. So yeah, I would definitely look on the pre-loved market if you're in the market for this bag. I just think it's fabulous. Let me know what you think. I know it's a Marmite bag. I don't really care. I love it. And it's just a little bit different. I think it's definitely had its kind of, it's peaked and it's come back in style, out of style, back in style, out of style. But I think as far as your classic bags go, I really do think this is one of those bags, because of the print and the shape of it, that isn't going to date crazily. Like denim especially is one of those materials that it never really goes out. Like it'll always be something that you can wear. So I'm really happy with it. I hope you enjoyed this review. I know it was a short one, but I couldn't not talk about my darling new Jackie 1961. I would 100% buy another style of this bag, I've got to be honest. I'm actually not sure if the bigger bags come with a zip. I actually think they might do, you know. I think maybe it's because it's the small one that didn't. But yeah, that's my little review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in seeing my like day-to-day life, do check me out on Instagram. I'm much more active over there. I try to be more active on my YouTube, but I'm just terrible. Outfit details, I didn't even show you. I am wearing, these are some secondhand pearls that I bought in a charity shop recently. And I'm wearing my Ray necklace. This is a sustainable diamond brand. They're lab diamonds, which are quite cool. Then I've got on my secondhand men's shirt. If you're in the market for like an oversized, cool shirt, check out the men's section in charity shops, because they're always way better than the women's. And then just my Guess watch, and I've also had my nails done. How cool are these? Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.
Walking with my baby, it's that time of night. Strolling with my honey, stoking all of life.